Jason. We have been doing a series of focused episodes on how to protect identity of agents. And I think you are running through a series of options that are perhaps superior to the most commonly implemented strategies today. And I think we have one more on that list, right? Which is FAPI.
Yeah, so FAPI 2.0,
Okay.
financial grade API, is really an answer to the folks who came up with OAuth.
Okay.
Basically, it's kind of wide open. Do you remember when SCEP was first being used to put certificates into mobile devices, as an example?
Yeah.
Well, when SCEP first came out, it didn't have things like mutual TLS to get the cert from A to B.
Okay.
They kind of just left it up to like, well, who wouldn't do that? Well, it wasn't in the standard. So what FAPI 2.0 is basically take all the good things about OAuth and then narrow down all the bad choices away and add in the good choices.
Okay.
So I'll give you a really good example. Acme really was as a protocol, as a way to get certs from A to B safely, and it's so universally used now. It used a bunch of best practices that SCEP didn't in the beginning. So Acme was kind of a reaction to how do you do it right and not the way that SCEP did it when it first came out. And it unfortunately for SCEP took white hat researchers. I was in the room at Black Hat when a bunch of very well-meaning white hats were like, you're making our lives as pen testers way too easy. Like, yes, you're following the standard, but the standard's assuming that you're not going to do 10 million other stupid things.
Right.
And unfortunately, everybody being just naturally human and lazy never did the right things. So FAPI 2.0 forces you as a set of principles to do OAuth right.
Okay.
So in other words, Tim, you're going to hear in the future about people saying, I want FAPI tokens. Well, what's a FAPI token? Well, a FAPI token is probably a cryptographically bound proof of possession token, but done with FAPI principles. And that's the big difference.
Okay.
So it's not a token in itself. It's a set of principles for how to get the tokens where they need to be correctly.
Gotcha. So it's implement these guidelines, follow these guidelines, and your token will be secure or more secure.
A lot more secure. Yeah. Yes. So things such as mutual TLS, communication of the token from its source to its destination, probably the agent, there's a mutual TLS session. There's about a half dozen to a dozen other things, principles in FAPI 2.0 that are pointed out. But that's just one of many. So it gives you an idea that it's like, all right, what's the right way to do OAuth tokens?
Okay. All right.
There it is.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Tim.